What's up guys, Simon Dingemans here, Dr. Glutes, or Simon D if you want. So today we're gonna do a Q&A. Bars, that rhymes. I posted on my Instagram to ask me questions, which you have done. So this is going to be a combination of fitness related and I guess personal get to know me questions. So let's get to it. Let's start at the bottom. What made you decide to start posting videos and make a workout plan? Well, actually I started out as a boot camp company, I guess. I wanted to do boot camp and also personal training, but I got a few personal training clients, which were all women. And at the time, I was posting a lot of home workouts or workouts you could do in the gym in terms of boot camp. But my boot camp didn't get off the ground as they say, just like me. I also don't get off the ground. And it actually rolled into doing more personal training, and then especially women because they all wanted the hourglass shape. So it actually transitioned into doing the hourglass shape, which is mostly glutes and upper back or more back, I guess, which results in the hourglass shape, which I've said 4 times now. But I won't stay there. If that's your next question, maybe I will also do all the other stuff in the future. But for now, it's glutes, which is a great way to get into the next question. Why Dr. Glutes? Well, that's actually quite funny. It didn't have anything to do with training glutes. I have a friend who is a well-known hip-hop artist. He draws hip-hop heads for LL Cool J, Rock the Bells, all that stuff. And we were in the gym and he said, you know what, because you're posting videos or you have a separate social media page for your fitness stuff, you should create a alter ego, which he said you can do it like Dr. Green Thumb, which is an alter ego for a hip hop guy. I don't know which one. And he said you should wear a lab coat and then a wig and some glasses and then call yourself Dr. Glutes because my glutes are so big. That's why. It doesn't have anything to do with training glutes. That came afterwards, which is quite funny, to be honest. Next question. Is this effective? I guess my page or the free stuff, which you can get on my Instagram page, by the way. If you DM me home or DM me free, you get a home program or a gym program, respectively. Also respectfully. So is this effective for your male audience to grow a CDL, whatever that means, worthy dumpy? Yes, but I would decrease the volume for males. I would do 1 day less of glutes, so I would do 2 instead of 3. That is the only thing I would change because women seem to be able to handle a lot of volume better. In terms of, well, no, not in terms. They can handle volume better and can recover from it better. So for a guy, I would say yes. It's the same movements because you have the same glutes, but I would do a day less. Next question. I love your content so much, but who hurt you? That was it, sleep. I just like to laugh and make people laugh because it's all funny and jokes and I don't mean anything that I'm saying. How do I know if I gain muscle or fat? Just look in the mirror. I think the mirror would be, or is your best friend. If you see more volume, as in the volume that you want, then keep going. And if you're like, well, I'm getting too much body fat, then stop eating more. It's quite easy. What is the best single leg RDL? Number 1, dumbbell. Number 2, dumbbells. Or number 3, barbell. I would say, as you maybe know by watching my page, that I love So for me, I would say one dumbbell and holding on to something. Now, a lot of people seem to think that when I say hold on to something, that put all your weight on your hand. You know, with the Bulgarians, put all your weight on your hand and then hold on. No, no, no. I'm just saying hold on for stability. It's up to you to put most of the weight on your leg and not on your arm. Same goes for these RDLs. If you want to go slowly down with one weight, you can hold on, but you don't have to put weight on it. You just have to slightly, you know, keep yourself in balance. It's not more than that. But for me, holding on would be number one, and then number two would be on a Smith machine, because then you have ultimate stability, because the bar can only move one way with a step, and then going really deep. That would be number two in terms of barbell, and then, you know, I guess number three, barbell, and then number four, two dumbbells. There's nothing, and I want to be clear about it. There's nothing wrong with stability training. It's as good as, you know, growing muscle. But if you're just purely going for growing muscle, I don't see why you would put your energy into just trying to stay stable. If you want to slowly stretch, you know, if this is your legs and your back, if you want to slowly stretch your glutes out, then I don't see where stability training is so important. If you just purely go for mass, right? If you're an athlete, that's completely different. Then, of course, by all means. But I don't know. I don't see the. I would want all my energy to go to growing the muscle. What is your favorite kind of weather? Sunny, of course, but not too hot, because I am very pale and gingerly, whatever that means. And I'm not good with heat, especially here in Belgium. It gets very humid. I'm not able to handle that very well. So for me, sunny, around between 20 to 25 degrees, and not humid. Is it better to lift heavy and do less reps, or lift lighter and more reps when growing glutes? Both are correct. If you go to or stay 2 reps shy of failure, and failure means not being able to do another rep. So if you go to failure or 2 reps shy of failure, between rep 30 and 6, you'll get the same amount of muscle growth. So let's say you do a set of 17 reps and you know you ultimately can do 19, then you'll get the same amount of muscle mass or muscle growth than, let's say, if you do a rep of or a set of 8 reps and you fail on rep 9 or 8. You know, heavy and light can bring, or lighter can bring, the same results. Now, why I love to do more reps is because a lot of people go heavy and they ditch the form. Not completely, but mostly. You know, if for example they do 15 reps of RDLs, they go all the way down and all the way up, and now it gets heavy for 6 reps. A lot of people are like, I gotta think about my back, you know, if I don't hurt my back, and I, you know, gotta do it quicker because then I'm, you know, done quicker, but then they're not feeling it in your glutes, and that's the thing. It gets, you know, it's an ego thing, right? It's, I want to be done quicker and I can do a lot of weight, but you're not feeling it. The same with hip thrusts. You can do hip thrust heavy. You can do them, you know, for 6 reps and get the same amount of results than if you do 15 reps. Are you really feeling it at 6 reps? If you are, completely fine, great. But if you're not, then it might be good to do a little bit less weight and more reps. How to replace the step-up machine at home. No steps. On your stairs, hold on to the railing, 1 weight in your hand, and then step up the stairs. That's a great way to do it. What is the best leg and bicep exercise? Best leg exercise, I would assume that's, you know, full, I guess. I would say squats. Squats or leg press. And best bicep exercise is the incline, you know, laying back and then the incline curls. That's an amazing one. How old are you and where do you live? As of now, I'm 29, so I'm almost 30. Next year though, and this year, and I live in Antwerp, Belgium, which is a great place to live. Only the weather sucks because we get really cold and also really hot. So, if the tropical weather gets here, or just, always good weather, that would be amazing. Is there a Mrs. Glutes? Not yet. But if you feel, like you, I guess, fit the description, send me your resume. Send me your resume with all your accomplishments and I guess things I need to look out for. So I'll be expecting the resume. How did you find the motivation in those first months? I'm guessing you're talking about going to the gym. Well, I didn't need it because I was absolutely hooked on going to the gym, which is when I was 16. So I've been going to the gym for 13 years. I was absolutely gym 24/7 back then. Still now, but back then it couldn't go fast enough, or I couldn't train hard enough. So I never had a motivation problem. The same goes for food. I'll explain in a minute what I eat, but I just do all those things because it's my routine. Without it, I would feel very weird. It's not that I need motivation to do it. It's just, I guess it's because I've been doing it for so long. I guess because I've been doing it for so long, it's just part of me now. Those first weeks are the toughest. But if you're a beginner in the gym and you just hang in there for a month or two, you're gonna get insane results because you're a newbie. So hang in there. The time to work out makes a difference. I have 3 kids and my only free time is after 9 p.m. No, I think whenever you have time, you can train. The optimization of your training hours are absolutely if you have a busy life, you have children, you have a household, a job, then train whenever you can train. So it's already a big accomplishment that you're still training with, 3 kids, which I guess are still smaller. So good job. What are you looking for? What do you mean? I think I know what you mean. So what am I looking for? Not sure. I'm not sure. I'll let you know though when I know. Variations if you have knee problems. I see this question coming up a lot. I'm having knee problems and well, first of all, I'm not a doctor or a knee specialist. So if you want to ask someone about knee problems or whatever you can do with your knees, I would suggest to go to a doctor or a knee specialist. Now, if my knee would hurt, I would just train to where it doesn't hurt and then never go further than where it hurts. So that's all I can say. Do a lot of hinge movements because that has the least amount of knee bend. But in terms of pain, I would just not go to where it's painful. With, not only with knees, I would do it with any muscle. Just don't hurt yourself. Do you think sticking to the same exercises is more beneficial to muscle growth than switching it up? Yes. And the reason for that is that you also become better at the exercise. You get the reps in, your muscles are getting bigger, and you're getting better at the exercise. Switching it up is not necessary. Maybe after 12 to 16 weeks, and even then, if you would just squat and do RDLs and maybe hip thrusts, for years on end, you'll get the same amount of muscle growth than if you would switch it up every 6, 12, or 18 weeks. Sure, it might be boring, but I would say stay at least 12 weeks with the same exercises, because then you'll also learn the movements. Losing weight, but hip dips make me insecure. Will glute workouts build muscle there? No. Hip dips are something that are because of the way your hips are built. But I also don't see the problem with hip dips. It's a natural thing. All of a sudden, it's a problem to have hip dips. I guess as a guy, I've never seen hip dips, looking at women. It's, whatever. I haven't even noticed. I don't think guys I'm not saying you're training for guys, you know, just you're training for yourself, but I'm just saying that people don't see it. So I don't make a problem out of it. It's hip dips are natural, they're normal. Yeah. But no, you can't fill them up. No. So how did Wilhelm hurt you, and when will you forgive him? Well, Wilhelm didn't hurt me. Wilhelm is hurting my followers by which I do not agree with. I am a nice guy. I'm not like my cousins Tyrone and Wilhelm. Wilhelm got a little too comfortable at Ischel, where he learned some bad manners. So no, he's my cousin Wilhelm. I'm sorry, I gotta apologize for him. So, but I'm not him. I'm the good guy. How to tackle glute imbalance? Easy. Start your workouts with single leg exercises, and start every workout or every set or every exercise with the, I guess, smallest glute. But do not do more reps or more sets for one glute, because then it will become worse. So start your glute training or whatever training you have or whatever imbalance you have with single leg exercises. Start with your smaller side, but don't do more reps. How do you get away with your humor, and how many Karens get mad? Well, actually, how do I get away? Well, I don't know, well, I do know. It's because of how I say it, and because of, I guess, who I am, maybe. You can clearly, if you take offense of what I'm saying, it's because you want to take offense. You can clearly hear that I'm joking. But I'm also never apologizing. Now, granted, I get little to no hate, ever. Maybe here and there, maybe. But I never received hate from viewers. Well, I did get from, or I do get from other content creators, of course, you know. Oh my God, the cool guys. But I just say it how it is. And I love to make jokes, and I don't say it in a insecure manner. I say it in a very, I guess, confident manner or confident way. And that's why people or women laugh, because I'm not some insecure dude who's saying things out of spite or out of saltiness. I say it with a joke, and I want to teach you a lot of great stuff. And yeah, that's why I get away with it, because you can see I don't care. I say it in a confident way, and I'm unapologetic about it. So it all comes down to what your intentions are and who you are and how you say it. Now, do Karens get mad? Sometimes they do, but it's whatever. I'm not here to suck up to people or to say it in a friendly way. Which it's not an unfriendly way. They're jokes. I'm not hating on people. I'm never bashing people. Yeah. So that's how I get away with it. And last question: what do you eat in a day? Well, I have to kind of preface this by saying that I have to do a lot better in the nutrition aspect of fitness, in the sense of my content. But I'll say it right now: I hate nutrition. I just hate it. It's as important as training, maybe even more important. I'm not denying that, but in terms of interest for me, no, it's not my thing. I'm very simple. So I've been eating the same thing for years. In the morning, I start out with oatmeal or cereal before my training, and also every morning and every afternoon after 12 o'clock, I eat a big piece of 82% pure chocolate, because I love chocolate. And I drink a lot of coffee. And then at 12 o'clock, I eat 4 eggs, which are 2 whole eggs and 2 egg whites with bread. Then my chocolate. Then again in the afternoon, I'll eat cereal or oats, or oats and cereal together. If I want to lose weight, I just eat less cereal and oats. Then at night, I eat whatever they make at home, which is always healthy. And if it's not, it's not. And then at night, I eat a half a kilogram of cottage cheese, always with nuts. And afterwards, I eat more cereal. For me, food is just it's just simple. It's calories. If I want to gain more calories, if I want to lose less calories. You know, I see a lot of Instagram girls, which great, you know, the nice plate with the avocado, and then, oh, I just mix this, and no, you'll never see me do that. That's why when it comes to food for the app, I'm gonna work with a nutritionist. It's hard to find one, because I've been searching for a few weeks now, but I'm not doing it because I hate it. I hate talking about food. I hate making meal plans. It's ugh. So yeah, thank you for your questions. We will absolutely do this again. There were too many to answer in one video, but I love talking to you guys in a more natural way because the reels are, you know, I am like that with my jokes, but I'm not always like that. I can't be Wilhelm wrong. Hello. And Cake City Q's. All the time. I'm more normal now, which will be more on my YouTube. But yeah, thank you for watching. And if you like me and are not a bad person, then you should subscribe to my channel. So hit that button. Press it.